Rohan was the son of a famous civil engineer, a man who had built bridges that connected remote villages to cities, saving hours of travel. His father's legacy was a towering shadow, and Rohan felt compelled to follow in his footsteps. He got into a top engineering college, but from the very first day, he was lost. Calculus seemed like a foreign language, physics laws felt like arbitrary rules, and coding was an insurmountable wall. While his peers seemed to grasp concepts effortlessly, Rohan struggled. He began to believe he was a fraud, living on borrowed glory. The pressure to be like his father crushed his own identity. He started skipping classes, hiding in his dorm, and playing video games to escape the overwhelming sense of failure. His dream was rusting away before it was even built. One weekend, overwhelmed with guilt, he went home. He didn't find his father in his study or at the office. He found him in the backyard shed, bent over a complex, intricate model of a bridge made entirely of popsicle sticks. It was beautiful, but one of its key supports was broken. "Appa," Rohan said, his voice heavy. "I think I should drop out. I'm not cut out to be an engineer. I'm not like you." His father didn't look up. Instead, he pointed to the broken bridge. "This took me 3 months to build. And see. It collapsed. Not under a great weight, but under its own imperfect design. Help me fix it." Rohan sighed. "I don't know how. I'll just make it worse." "Son," his father said softly, finally looking at him. "Engineering is not about never failing. It is about learning why something failed. Now, tell me, why do you think this support broke?" Rohan looked closer. He noticed the glue was unevenly applied. The sticks weren't aligned properly, creating a weak point. It wasn't a grand failure, it was a small, cumulative error. He pointed it out. "Exactly," his father said, his eyes lighting up. "Now, how do we fix it?" Together, they spent the entire afternoon. They didn't talk about college or grades. They talked about tension, distribution of weight, and material strength. They argued, they tried solutions that failed, and they tried again. Rohan, for the first time, wasn't memorizing formulas, he was applying principles. He was solving a real, tangible problem. As they placed the final stick, the bridge held firm. It was stronger than before. His father put a hand on his shoulder. "Rohan, you think I build bridges with concrete and steel? I don't. I build them with patience, failure, and countless tiny corrections. You looked at this broken model and saw your own failure. I look at it and see a lesson. That is the only difference between us." He continued, "You are trying to build a skyscraper in a single day. No one can. Start with a popsicle stick. Master one concept at a time. Fail at it. Understand why you failed. Then try again. Your degree is not about proving you are my son. It is about building your own bridge, one stick at a time." That evening was a turning point. Rohan returned to college with a new perspective. He stopped comparing himself to everyone else. He became the popsicle stick guy. He would tackle one problem, one chapter, one line of code at a time. If he failed, he wouldn't see it as a verdict, but as a diagnosis, a weak point that needed reinforcement. He started spending time in the lab, not because he had to, but because he was curious. He formed a study group not with the toppers, but with others who were struggling, and together, they built their understanding, stick by stick. He didn't top his class. But he graduated. And on his final project, a design for a pedestrian bridge for a rural community, he wrote a dedication, "For the builder who taught me that the strongest structures are built on the foundation of our failures." Moral for every engineering student. Your journey is not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most persistent. You will face concepts that seem impossible. You will fail exams. You will feel like you don't belong. But remember, every great engineer, every world-changing innovation, was built not in one glorious moment, but through thousands of tiny failures and corrections. Don't focus on building the entire bridge at once. Just focus on placing the next popsicle stick perfectly. Understand why it breaks, learn, and try again. Your degree is not a test of your intelligence, it's a training ground for your resilience. And the world doesn't need geniuses, It needs problem solvers who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty and try again. Build your bridge, one stick at a time.